In today's video, we're covering the $5,000 Doge stimulus check because this is making quite the stir on media. So look at this from Forbes. Will you get Musk's Doge dividend via a $5,000 stimulus check? So look at this from Axios.
Welcome to Pegasus versus the world, where we take on challenges, comedy, trending topics, and some travel. City boy! Oh, feels good. I couldn't do this yesterday without pain. It's still achy. But anyways, don't break my achy, breaky shoulder. We're going to talk about this. This is a trending topic. A lot of people have been like posting like, yo, you about to get a $5,000 stimulus check. Make America great again, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, are we? Are we? That'd be fire. But I'm like, really? You think the Congress and Senate's going to pass something? Because they have to pass something like that, right? From what I've seen, there's a concept of Doge is cutting a bunch of federal funding, a bunch of programs that are unnecessary, and saving a lot of taxpayer money, right? We're getting to see where our taxpaying dollars are going, and they're going to ridiculous studies in Cambodia, and just like, it's just ignorant. Like, it's definitely not America first. When you got mad homeless out here, you got all these problems in America, and we just building up other nations. It don't make sense, right? So they're getting a lot of savings, allegedly, and then they're saying part of what we've saved by these cuts, they want to give back to the people, which is a fire-ass idea. I'll keep that real. That's crazy. However, do I think that's going to happen? I just feel like that's like fantasy world. Then again, it's been a while, 2025 and 2024, so you never know. So let's go over it. Now, the channel I'm watching this from, this dude is he's intelligent, he's accurate, he has a very a pretty neutral standpoint. Yeah, this channel is Clear Value Tax. So if you want to check out his channel, make sure to hit up his channel. Hold on, my dog is barking in the background. I'm gonna just close this door. Yeah. I tried to let that little MF chill down here, and he's being all ornery. Anyways, life. But yeah, let's just see what's going on here, because the concept sounds dope, but will it happen? I don't know about that. And I've just been seeing a stir about this lately, and I was like, okay, that sounds kind of wild. So let's get into it. If you're here to support me, like, share, comment, subscribe. Also, I'll link my other channels in the description. Let's go.
Let's check, because this is making quite the stir on media. So look at this from Forbes. Will you get Musk's Doge dividend via a $5,000 stimulus check? So look at this from Axios. Doge stimulus checks. Fox Business says Musk weighs a Doge dividend to send Americans checks using saved funds. Now let me tell you what's going on, and then I'll give you my prediction. Okay, so this is how it all started. James Fishback, a CEO of an investment firm, posted this on his X account, and it says, President Trump and Elon Musk should announce a Doge dividend, a tax refund check sent to every taxpayer, funded exclusively with a portion of the total savings delivered by Doge.
Okay, that's good for context, because I was wondering where this idea even came from, which I do think it's a good idea. Will it happen? That's a whole nother thing. And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I might get landslided by the Trumpers, but I don't trust Elon Musk, man. I don't trust Elon Musk, man. And when I say the Trumpers, it's because I know that I'll have some beliefs and opinions that line up with some of their beliefs and opinions, right? But I just noticed when I say I don't trust Elon Musk, he's transhumanist. You know what I'm saying? Like, his vision for the future is not my vision for the future of humanity, let's say. We just on two different pages. If we just keeping it a buck, man, that's just me. But yeah, I don't trust him. I mean, I think he could work. I think he's smart. I think he's capable of, finding cracks in the infrastructure. But do I trust him with humanity's future? And it is weird, like, how powerful he is. Like, I don't think, people like President Musk. I don't think all that. Like, Donald Trump got his on lock. You know what I mean? He ain't playing that. However, Elon Musk has wielded a lot of power in a short amount of time. And he's brilliant when it comes to certain things. And again, I just don't trust his view for humanity. But hey, that's just me, man.
Okay, so you see this, what I outlined in red. This is his work that goes more in depth on this topic, which is this 4-page report. Okay, so here's how Fishback got to a $5,000 check. Doge is hoping to save $2 trillion by cutting expenses, right? Take 20% of those savings, which is $400 billion, and return it to 79 million US households. And that would mean a $5,000 check per tax-paying household, which is $400 billion divided by 79 million households. Now, I want to point this out to you. So Fishback wants 79 million households to receive this check, right? But there are about 130 million households in the USA. So who would be left out? It would be low-income Americans. They would not receive a check. Why? It's because it says that only people that pay federal income tax in 2025 would receive the money.
Hey, that'd be me. Yo, federal income tax is crazy. Essentially, it just sounds like, you know, people will initially take a concept like this and be like, see, this is why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. But in reality, people who generate more money pay more in taxes, and they get no to less government, I guess they're subsidies, but help. You know what I mean? Like when you make a certain amount, you can't get on Medicaid, you can't get food stamps, even if you're just like, you could be $1,000 above and still be in the poverty line, but because you're $1,000 above, you can't get Medicaid and other things. So I think that's interesting. You know, it is what it is. Like if you're not paying federal income tax, you know, I understand the logic behind this. Again, this is still far-fetched in my book, you guys, to happen. But let's see what Bro Man breaks down, and maybe I'll switch that thought.
And many lower-income Americans don't make enough money to pay federal income taxes. So about 1/3 of households would not receive this money. And it also says that this would incentivize people to work and boost labor force participation. Now, Fishback says that $5,000 Doge stimulus checks would not be inflationary. So Fishback explains that the Doge dividend is different from past stimulus checks because tax-paying households are more likely to save, not spend, the Doge dividend. I mean, if you ask me, I would be skeptical of that. That's my opinion, and this is, you know, you just saw Fishback's opinion. Anyways,
I mean, I would save mine. I'm not in a position, like I'm not in a position just to, like I spend money on my family and my health. You know, I try to create moments for them, but I save my money in general, and I'm in a good position. And when I say I save it, I also invest it, right? So like I'm more in the investment phase of my life and save because I got to think about when I want to retire. I'm 45. You know what I'm saying? Well, about to be 45. And it's just like, dude, I ain't trying to be 65 and doing DoorDash. F all that. I don't do it now, but you know what I'm saying? The concept of that.
Elon Musk responded to James Fishback, saying that he will check with President Trump. And then Musk told President Trump about it. And then now, I want you to take a look at this.
There's even under consideration a new concept where we give 20% of the Doge savings to American citizens and 20% goes to paying down debt, because the numbers are incredible, Elon. So many billions of dollars, billions, hundreds of billions, and we're thinking about giving 20% back to the American citizens and 20% down to pay back debt and pay down debt.
Okay, so something I want to point out is that
crazy.
All of this, it revolves around Doge saving about $2 trillion, right? So how are they doing? So if you go to the government's website, it says that Doge has saved an estimated $55 billion. So this is a combination of fraud, contract cancellations, contract renegotiations, asset sales, grant cancellations, workforce reductions, programmatic changes, and regulatory savings. So that $55 billion in savings, that's the official number on the official government websites. But I want you to know that that figure, $55 billion in savings, that is being disputed. Other sources are saying that the real figure is closer to a total of $8.6 billion in savings. And one thing I want to point out, so this is an example.
Okay, there's still some savings there, though. But that's a crazy miscalculation. $55 billion versus 8.6 is a crazy Like, we getting ahead of ourselves right now. It's like, yo, calm it down. All right, see, this is why I like this, man, because it's so easy just to get caught up in the hype of this. Oh, I'm gonna get $5,000. But that's all I've been seeing. So okay, let's go.
Doge incorrectly reported an $8 billion savings when the contract clearly said $8 million. So Doge then later fixed that error on their website. So you can see the contracts that they list. And when they fixed the $8 billion mistake, they did not decrease their $55 billion estimated savings amounts. And they also triple counted a contract for $654 million, amounting to a total of about $2 billion in savings. And when asked about this, the White House, Elon Musk, and Doge declined to comment, but they did fix those errors.
What I will say, though, with these errors, this just shows that we make errors, right? However, in the last admin, how much money was misplaced or they can't figure out in the Ukraine? There's like, I don't know if it's in the billions or millions, but it's a crazy number of money that they cannot find, or they're like, oh, we don't know where this went. At least here, we have a bread trail where we can look and they're like, oh, yeah, we messed this up. We triple counted that. This is where it's gone. This is why it isn't this number. This is why it is this number. This is actually steps in the right direction, regardless of what anyone thinks, regardless of what I think of Elon Musk. Regardless, this is steps in the right direction because we don't have anything like this where's the checks and balances of the government? And I'm going to say this shit, like, I don't give a F what people think. Like, you're a low IQ voter, blah, blah, blah. Like, F what you talking about. I'm a high taxpayer, okay? So, out of here.
But to be fair, before this happened, Elon Musk said, and I quote, Doge is not perfect. Some of the things I will say will be incorrect and should be corrected. Okay, now I want to be very clear about this. Do I believe that a lot of government spending is wasteful or corrupt? And my answer, my opinion is yes, of course. I would find it surprising if you can find someone that doesn't believe that, or at least to some extent. Now, I want to show you the video clip of President Trump pointing out specific examples of wastefulness or corruption or whatever you want to call it. And then after that, I'll give you my prediction about these $5,000 Doge stimulus checks.
$10 million for Mozambique voluntary medical male circumcisions. $10 million for circumcisions in another country. $9.7 million for UC Berkeley to develop a cohort of Cambodian youth with enterprise-driven skills. In other words, let's teach them something about enterprise. What about our people? Can't we teach them about enterprise? $2.3 million for strengthening independent voices in Cambodia.
That's the one I heard.
$32 million to the Prague Civil Society Center, which is a very liberal group of people. Wonder how much of that money came back to the people that approved it. $14 million for improving public procurement in Serbia. $486 million to the Consortium for Elections and Political Process Strengthening, including $22 million for inclusive and participatory political process in Moldova.
Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot of waste going on, and most likely corruption, because the politicians, they vote on that, they approve that, and then they might get kickbacks. Just saying. So essentially, President Trump and
Yo, the way he said that, he's just so straightforward. I love it. Like, I'm not like, he ain't trying to steer me in a certain direction. He's just like, I'm just saying. I love this dude, man. Let's go.
Doge, they're trying to go after, they're targeting those items, and they want to give a percentage to taxpayers as a Doge dividend. Now, I want to give you my prediction. My prediction is that the Doge dividend will not happen. It's because this would need to be approved by Congress, and honestly, it does not stand a chance of approval. Here's why. So the Republicans have a slim majority in the House and Senate, and you're not going to get any votes from the Democrats. So if you say that, Democrats are in favor of giving money to people, but they're not going to do it with money that's coming from cutting their climate and social initiatives to support Trump. And another thing is that the Republican fiscal hawks will not be voting in favor of this. So listen, if you disagree and say that this is not going to affect the deficits, I understand your point of view, but all I'm saying is good luck trying to sell that story to the Republican fiscal hawks and get their votes. Therefore, the Republicans will not have unity in the House and Senate to push this through, even with 50-vote reconciliation. So listen, that's my prediction.
I mean, he has a point there, and that's what I would think too. However, if the Republicans were smart and this actually did become a thing to make the Republican Party stronger, right? Like, and make the people look at the party in a different way. You know, maybe some of those hawks could see the future of the party, or maybe they'll just be greedy like normal. But that would be a smart and tactical move from the Republicans. And let's just be real, man. Fool got Patel, he got Tulsi and RFK Jr. Woo! We kind of cooking right now, man. We cooking with fire. We cooking with grease. Let's go. That's wild. Like, I don't care what no one says. I don't care how crazy people think I am. I rock with RFK Jr. I've rocked with him for a very long time. Like, that is someone that I don't give a F. Like, I actually co-sign, bro, man. Like, I rock with him. Y'all don't really see me talk about other people like that, but I really do rock with him. Anyways.
All I'm saying is just don't get your hopes up. I'm telling you this sincerely and just honestly, I really don't want people to get their hopes up. That's all I'm saying. Like, I hope that they cut government spending and waste and fraud and all that. But these $5,000 Doge dividend or stimulus checks, I really wouldn't count on it happening because it's just not going to get the votes to pass Congress. I'll keep you updated. Please subscribe. I thank you for the support, and I wish you a very nice day. Take care.
Clear value tax. That dude's the GOAT, man. He's just straightforward. Let's get it popping. All right, you guys, there you have it, man. Like I said, I wouldn't get my hopes up. I ain't tripping, man. I got to make my money. I don't take my money, but if I'm going to get a little money, I ain't mad at that, baby. But, yeah, we'll see what pops off. But, yeah, man, look at this. Look at all these. Everyone talking about the Doge dividend. Yeah. Well, we about to talk about it too, man. Anyways, we'll see how it pops off, man. I know people go crazy in the Trump eras, bro. He is so good for money, man, and like every person on YouTube is making more money because of Donald Trump. The people that hate him, that talk about him, the people that love him, they all are making increasingly more money because they have something to talk about and people are engaged in that. That's like kind of tripping me out, you know. I'll just try to talk about the trending topics. Like, I'm not going to talk about Trump all day. Like, I don't give a F like that, man. And I don't put my future in a man's hands. First, God first, and then I need to get things figured out. Like, if there's a will, there's a way. I got to put in the work and make stuff happen. That's just how I view life. But yeah, man, Trump is good, man. Trump is good for the wallet, baby. Like, bro. This news cycle is insane, and everyone knows it. Everyone knows they're getting paid. Like, you know, these people who hate Trump, they are getting paid now. What they weren't in the Biden admin, or at least they're getting the numbers, because that's just what this dude does. He's polarizing, and he gets it popping. So, yeah, holla at your boy. Let me know what up if you talking about that Doge stimmy. Holla.
City boy, city boy.